What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another training session. Today is my last live fire practice session before the North Florida sectional. I'm going to be doing a lot of mock stages today. I got the matchbook and there's a few concepts in there that I do want to work on and make sure I get enough reps on. I'll show you what the stage looks like and then what the stage looks like from the matchbook, and then I'll show you why I kind of set up my mock stage similarly. I'm not trying to copy the stages, but like I said, there's concepts that I want to work on, whether it's shooting on the move, wide target transitions, backing out of positions. Obviously, the stages can change a little bit, so until I actually see them in person, I won't actually know. I'm not trying to make stage plans now, but I know that there's going to be concepts that will be in there. So that's pretty much it. It's a high round count today. I'm looking to shoot like 350 rounds. The total round count for the match is around, according to the matchbook, is 308 rounds, and the minimum amount of rounds on the stages is 20. So in general, I won't really see any stages under 20 rounds. So all my strings of fire are going to be anywhere from 25 to 35 shots. But that's pretty much it. It's a little chilly out. I warmed up already. I did some doubles drills just to kind of warm up my hands and just feeling out the gun. But other than that, let's get right to it, guys. Okay, so first drill, just to get like my legs going also, there's 3 cones, a red cone, green cone, yellow cone. I'm gonna shoot whatever targets I can see from each of the cones, so the barrels are kind of blocking, and you'll see when I have my hat cam on, there's 1 or 2 targets at a time that'll be blocked out. Planning my reloads, and something else I'm also working on is just going through my make ready routine, just to make sure I'm focused before each stage. I'm really trying to get my mind in the space that it should be in on match day. I'm probably not going to show you like all the dry fire runs and like the make ready routines because that'll get kind of boring, okay? But that's definitely something I'm implementing today. All right, so I'm just going to do a little dry run. As you can see, like that open IPSC target on the right is blocked out here. Okay, so engage all the targets. I'm going to go to red cone next. Right, as you can see here, these 2 are blocked out. No shoot, hard cover. Okay, and I'm going to have to reload from red cone to yellow. All right, let me just go one more, just a little bit faster. And I'm air gunning everything, so I'm treating it again like I'm doing a dry fire run at the actual match. Gun up. Okay, and my motto to stay focused is move fast, see small, shoot tighty. Move fast, see small, shoot tighty. Alright, so make ready. Camera's already on. Green to red, red to yellow with a reload. Stand by. Alright, let's take a look. And I'm trying to take makeup shots fairly quickly, but... To Charlie here. Alpha. Okay, hey, all alphas on there. Good. Yeah. Okay, not too bad for first run. And I'm basically just gonna do 3 runs, just 1 from each cone. And then I might do maybe a 4th one with my competition ammo and springs just to make sure everything feels okay. Start position, make ready. Mag, gun, rack, trigger. In the chamber. Feel out your grip. Just track the first couple targets. Okay, move fast, see small, shoot tighty. Let's go. Don't forget to lean on this guy here. Expose the A zone more. Okay, so I don't push out of Charlie to the right. Stand by. Okay, a little slippage. Yeah, I found myself as a left. That might be a Delta. Actually, no, it's Charlie line breaker. For first shot, I kind of just like was still a little off balance, and I tugged that one left. Okay. I took a makeup. I called a hard cover here. I guess I didn't. Okay. I took a makeup shot here. I called one left, but I mean line breaker. Okay, alphas. I'm fine with that, Charlie. I think there was one Charlie here. Okay. That's same. All right, camera off. Stand by. Alright, I'm actually going to do 1 run. Camera off. With I'm going to just put the upper on this gun from my competition gun that has just a 15-pound spring with a competition ammo. Just to feel it out. I just want to feel the recoil of that in this type of situation. And we'll be right back. Okay, so last run, I'm just going to do with my competition upper and the 15-pound recoil spring with the competition ammo. I'm just going to start, pretty much what I did, I think I started the green cone first. I'm just going to run it that way. So I just kind of put the competition upper on this one. Actually, what I have on this gun too are brass grips instead of aluminum. And I'm kind of liking the weight and balance of the brass grips. Like, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to try it with the brass grips also. Let's just see how it feels. Do a good run on this one. Stand by. Okay. Dude, for whatever reason, I'm just tugging them left here. Jeez. It happened when I entered on the red cone, and then when I entered on the yellow. Not entered on the yellow, I'm sorry. When I transitioned across, like finishing here. But felt good. Felt good. The only thing with the competition ammo, because it is softer, it shoots softer, I have to just remember to like maintain my grip, right? It's almost like, you know, when you shoot hotter 115 grain ammo, you're kind of forced to really focus on your grip much more. And then I go to my competition loads, I'm like, oh, I can hold this with one hand, like no big deal, right? So I have to remember, like, no, like stay on it, think support hand over shooting hand. So, all right, we're gonna paste them up, change up the drill. See you in a bit. All right, so this next drill is pretty much just shooting on the move, left to right and then right to left, adding a reload at the outside of that last barrel. So I'm gonna start on the left side first. So this is an example of a skill I'm gonna need on stage 4, right? So I can put up the matchbook photo here, but is it exactly like this? No. The idea is like I'm gonna need this skill to just flow smoothly through the stage and just kind of see what I can get away with. Like how fast can I move and shoot in a scenario like this without sacrificing too many points. Usually stages like this are like higher hit factor. Can you sacrifice points a little bit for the sake of speed? Yeah, but I still want to make sure I'm getting my alphas, especially up close like this. Like I'm maybe 7 yards out. Usually stages like this are the targets aren't too far away. So I just want to see like how fast can I move and shoot where I'm kind of pushing the edge of like where I really feel comfortable. All right, so we're gonna do a quick dry fire run, starting on the left side. I'll just do a hat cam of it just so you can kind of see. And the idea is reload here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. Is to not really have too much break in the shooting. So I need to move at a pace that's fast enough that after this last target, I'm immediately engaging the one in the next array. So I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna try and move a little faster and just see how my body feels. If I feel like I can keep up, if I have good balance. Reload. So this is the one that I'm gonna have to push my speed a little. Here I need to take my time a little bit because I have the no shoot, and then here is where I need to burst 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and like make sure I have more speed here. Especially since I wouldn't say those two are difficult here at the end. All right, so let's do it. Alphas. 4 alpha. 4 alpha. Okay, good. And actually, I felt this one happen. I gotta be careful there. I was like so focused on the reload that I was coming in open here, and I was like already almost like starting to want to like turn the gun to start reloading. Because putting one in the hardcover here would make me stop and have to come back and completely disrupt the flow. Completely disrupt the flow. So it's little things like that, right? Like nitpicking. Like we could have said it was a little delayed, but I remembered to kind of give myself a little burst of speed there. And just remember to be patient there. Like, yeah, it's still an alpha, but don't be so quick to reload that I then shove the gun down a little bit. Because then that would have completely screwed up the flow of the stage. right? That could have cost me 2 seconds right there, just having to go back, reshoot the target, then reload, and now it's like you're mentally potentially in your own head, you know, annoyed that you made a mistake like that. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing, just starting on the right side. So that was 32 shots, a 13.28. First shot was a 179, which is, it's pretty slow. Okay, so I wouldn't say I'm the fastest drawer of the gun at the moment. I want to make sure I get a good grip on it, especially a stage like this where there's no moment really to fix your grip unless you're at the reload zone, which you already shot 7 targets, right? So I want to make sure I get a good grip on the gun. All right, here we go. Stand by. Ah. I should have taken a makeup. When I came across, and I just shoved the gun past the target. So to me, that wasn't putting my eyes in the center of the A zone. That was me just saying, okay, next target. And then I was just thinking of the whole target. So I need to remember, like, aim small. Aim small. So I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna do it again from the right side because it actually really bothered me. Okay, so that last one was a 13.01, so a little bit faster draw. In general, 19 split, 29 transition, 17 split, 6-8 transition, 28 split, 35, 23. Okay. So I was averaging like 25-ish splits. So that's the pace I probably want to be shooting at. Okay. The first couple of targets were faster splits just because I'm stationary and they're only 7 yards away. But it was a 6-8 transition to that left IPSC target here in the middle. And that's the one I overdrove it on. So I have to just remember on this run, like, nope, like center alpha zone, pick a small spot, shoot tighty. I actually didn't tell myself my motto before I started, which means I didn't go through my full make ready routine. So we're gonna fix that right now. We're not just fixing the shooting, we're fixing our whole make ready process. So gun is unloaded. Okay, full belt of magazines. Right there. And I can see my spot. There's like 3, it's like a little triangle in the alpha zone of 3 bullet holes. I'm gonna aim right in the middle of those. Steady. Forgot to reload. I was so obsessed with fixing this shooting here, which I did, that I forgot to reload after going to the outside of the barrel. And then you have to rush, right? Then you feel the need to have to rush after. Yeah, and then I ate a Charlie there. I ate a Charlie here. That delta's from before. Ate a Charlie there. You know, and there you go, hardcover. So I mic'd the target, right? So here's like the learning lesson for me is even if something ruins the flow of my stage, do not rush thinking I'm gonna make up the time and points, because I'm not. I just actually gave it away, right? Had I just stayed calm, not tried to rush, that was a 13.58, which was, my best time before was 13.01. So it was like a half a second slower. but I just gave away 20 points there. No, 15, because I didn't get the alpha minus 10 for the mic, so it's 15. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Charlies. So do the math there. I'm minus 8 points. Am I doing the math correctly right now? So it's like that didn't help me at all. So picking up the speed actually made things worse, right? Had I just stayed calm, yeah, maybe I would have gone a second slower, but I would have had all those points, and that would have been a better result. So like that's what I need to work on here. So we're gonna move to the next stage just for the sake of changing the drills up, but I need to remember that like a fuck up doesn't mean speed up. So all right, let's switch it up. All right, so next drill. This kind of requires the skills you would see in like stage 8 of the matchbook. Again, not exact or anything like that, but the idea is I'm gonna start at this yellow cone. This is approximately 25 to 30 yards away from the steel and the far partial targets. So I need to engage all the paper targets from here just so I can work on some shots from distance and transitions. And then I'm gonna reload, and then I'm gonna engage everything while moving forward. And then finish. The steel is the last thing I have to shoot. So I have to re-engage all the paper and then finish with the 5 steel down at the end. All right, stand by. Okay, a lot of makeup shots. That was a grip issue. A lot of makeup shots. Yeah, it's a makeup. The steel, I knocked that steel disc and I just didn't fall. So I need to set it. Yeah, 2. Okay. Let's close these up. My grip just didn't feel great. It just did not feel great the whole run. Stand by. Dude, I'm trying to avoid that no shoot like so much. Oh my goodness. Makeup shots up the ass, dude. Okay, so one more run at this. The mag I'm starting the drill with, I put 15 rounds in, so I'm only allowed 1 makeup shot. Just to hold myself more accountable. Like, I don't want to say to slow me down, but just to be more accountable, a little more conscious of what's happening. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Make ready. Camera on. I see the spot on the no-shoot target I want to aim at. Let's go. Stand by. I sent a makeup to the tuxedo. There should be one in the left hardcover and then one in the right hardcover, if I'm calling it correctly. Yeah. Oh man. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. It was good. It felt good to shoot. That was probably like close to 400 rounds there. I shot some off camera too. I could tell my grip was fatiguing a bit, and I was just trying to make sure I just built a little more confidence towards the end. Normally I don't do long strings of fire like that. My practice is usually 200, 250 rounds, but I'll do, strings of 8 to 12 rounds usually. I don't normally go too much like that just because I'm trying to isolate certain skills and movements at a time. But I just looked at the matchbook again. I think 7 or 8 out of the 11 stages are 28 rounds and more. So most of the stages are long strings of fire. And in this hit factor game, right, it's points per second. So we're trying to continuously move and shoot, transition quickly and keep shooting. So there's not going to be a lot of breaks to really, in a sense, gather yourself when you're trying to do things quickly and efficiently. Honestly, longer strings of fire like this are probably something I should put into my practice more often. Just because the fact that I'm like, wow, like I can actually like tell like my forearms are tired, my hands are tired. It's not something I do often, longer round counts like that. Because like I said, I'm trying to isolate skills. I'm not just trying to like burn ammo for no reason. But it is necessary at times. Like you do have to feel longer strings of fire. Can you maintain your grip pressures? Can you maintain your focus for that long? They only really gave out the matchbook earlier this week, so it's not like I had it a couple of months in advance where I could have, recognized, wow, okay, there's gonna be a lot of stages that are 29 plus rounds. I probably would have introduced this a few weeks ago, to be honest, but it is what it is. I feel good. I'm not upset about my shooting at all. I just think it's go down there, study the stages on Saturday, be ready to shoot on Sunday, and just stick to my goals, stick to my focus, and that's pretty much it. It's not. I think for me, it's good to have certain goals and focuses each match, like things I want to accomplish. I mean, yeah, like obviously you want to win, whether it's, getting high A class or actually podium or whatever in general. But I'm trying to also, while I'm optimistic, I'm also trying to be realistic. And I'm happy with my progress so far. I feel good. My shooting and moving feels good. My transitions feel good. My movement in general feels good. So it's just putting it all together this weekend. That's all that's really happening. And just honestly enjoying the moment too, man. Like we're going to be down in Florida. I looked at the weather. It's going to be 75 degrees. What is there to really complain about? So just go down, stick to my goals. And let's just see what happens in the end. All right. But thanks for being here, guys. It was a good last practice session. As for you guys, keep training, keep working hard, and I'll see you guys soon.